Hey you guys, today we were looking at the Armored Vessels fight at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora, Donald, and Goofy open up a portal and follow Xehanort and Skylight Kylum, and when they get there, they see multiple Xehanorts all walking around. You can actually see them having a kind of TV static effect before they all change into the Armored Vessels. The static effect makes you think of the bug blocks in the Union Cross mobile game. They also had that same static effect, and it turned out that it was a datascape that they were in. I wonder if that has any kind of meaning for this event in Kingdom Hearts 3. There's also evidence though that this place is a dream world, as hinted at by the dream portal that Sora summoned from Xehanort. There's also this glass effect we can see when the terrain is destroyed. I actually didn't find this, and I want to give credit to Damo279 for finding this. He actually has an amazing knowledge of the Union Cross story, and if you're not following, you need to be. With Dark Road coming out, you are going to want to be subscribed to him. Anyways, let's get back to the Armored Vessels. Their helmet looks really similar to the aesthetic of the no-name Keyblade, and makes sense actually, as there were 13 no-name Keyblades that were created during the clashes in the Keyblade graveyard. These vessels all rise into the air in a circle over the party before disappearing. If you count all of them, you will actually see that there are only 12 vessels here. We have all the Seekers of Darkness here besides Xehanort himself, since the vessel wielding the no-name Keyblade is probably Terra Xehanort. After we defeat the vessels, we see the real Xehanort unscathed since he sat the battle out. Their Mind DLC also shows a future Sora having a conversation with Xehanort, while the rest of the vessels all float above the past Sora. This fight takes place in a giant arena, and has the vessels teleporting in at various locations to attack you. I'll cycle through all the different locations that I've personally had the vessels spawn in. It seems like depending on which area you go to, there will be a different number of vessels spawned. The Xigbar vessel will always appear though and charge up a shot to fire at you, while the other vessels all spin towards you to attack. All of this can be blocked pretty easily, and after the barrage of attacks, usually only 3 vessels will be left behind, with the rest of them teleporting away. From what I've seen, during this section there are really only 3 or 4 different attacks. Each of the vessels do a 3-hit attack, though blocking it will throw them off balance. From what I've seen, this 3-hit combo is the same for all the vessels except for Xigbar, who will shoot at you with 2 different kinds of attacks. The vessels will have their respective hit effects during their attacks, but it did feel a little odd to realize that they all shared the same 3-hit combo. Other than that, the only other attacks I've seen are the spinning attacks that we saw before, and this uppercut attack. The uppercut sets you up to get hit by the spinning attack actually. As you go through the battle, the number of vessels will start to increase after the initial 3 appear, and they will keep spinning towards you to attack. This will also happen in the uppercut attack, and more vessels will appear to attack you after you are launched. So in the beginning of the battle, you'll be launched by the uppercut and probably be attacked by 1 or 2 vessels, but by the end of the battle, there are a lot more vessels spinning at you. There's also an alternative spawn that can happen where the vessels all appear around you. The vessels will then start teleporting away from you to do a spinning attack. After a certain amount of time, there will be a flash of light and all of the vessels will disappear. Traveling to another spawn point will move the battle forward. After dealing enough damage, the vessels will start to use their ultimate attack. You'll notice happening when they are around the vessels changes to red, and they jump upwards before disappearing. The first time this happens, there will be a short cutscene showing them all floating upwards, forming a giant circle above the island. After the first time though, they will just disappear and the ultimate attack will start. Scarlet text circles around the tower, and magic circles form around each vessel. Red beams shoot towards the center of the island as dark spirals black out the sky, and a giant red magic circle forms over the entire island. You can actually see that the text in this circle is mirrored. The symbols follow the same pattern on both sides. Scattered across this magic circle are also the Heartless symbol, the Nightmare symbol, the Dream Eater symbol, and the Nobody symbol. Much like the Ultimate Form magic circle, there seems to be swords in this one as well. This attack seems to be some kind of Dark Holy attack, as beams of energy shoot down out of the sky. These are spawned from the smaller magic circles that appear in the air above you. These bear resemblance to the white circles in the overhead magic circle. Beams on the outside of these rings travel down with the middle beam before a giant red beam of energy shoots down. 3 vessels will then appear to dash towards you. This will happen twice before 6 appear, and then all 12 appear to attack. 1 vessel will then teleport to you to launch you into the air. The vessels all circle around you before they attack. What I've seen, the vessels are all randomized during this. As the sky lightens, you can see the magic circle above Scala melting away. There's a Discord server that was working on the Scala language, but I'm not sure where they're at on it. I'll leave a link down below in the description in case you're interested and want to help out with that. Other than that, I don't think there are any other attacks. I did want to point out a couple of smaller things though. At one point during my testing, one of the vessels bugged out and just floated there for a while. Even attacking him didn't trigger anything. It was pretty odd, and I'm wondering if anyone else had this happen. It could be a kind of opening after surviving for too long, but I kinda doubt that. Also, people have found that both Arrow Magic as well as the Ultimate Weapon Shotlock make light work of this boss, so if you're having trouble, be sure to use those. After defeating these vessels, Xehanort will appear and absorb all of them. The vessels turn into orbs of light and darkness, again showing that these were crafted from the no-name Keyblades, born from the clashes between the two sides. From the look of the light and darkness emanating from Xehanort, it seems that somehow through absorbing all of these vessels, Xehanort is able to create this goat armor. And that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this. I know this took forever to come out, so thank you for your patience. I just created a Patreon, which is linked below. If you enjoy my content and want to support me, be sure to check that out. Also, I've been streaming about 3 times a week over on Twitch, so if you want to hear about what I'm working on or just want to hang out with me, be sure to follow me over there. Anyways, the cards on screen show the places where I'm sometimes active, so be sure to follow the links down below to get connected. If you enjoyed this, click the cards on screen to see some other boss breakdowns I've done. Subscribe or share this, and I'll see you in the next video.